Hi there, Libras. Welcome to your love reading for the month of July. So, this is your Libra energy sign here for my Store of Lower Arcana cards. Okay, some beautiful energy right here, picking up on. We have this like Queen Empress energy up here. We've got the Queen of Spades, Balance and Scales, Swords energy. Okay, I love this. The Swords energy is coming out like consciously for you because um, you're definitely like intellectually um, really intelligent, and you're really brave, and you're like this fearless warrior. So we do have some victim consciousness happening here. You've got the like goddess energy, but there's like a lot of black like cloudy swirling energy around it. There's snakes popping out here. I actually had a vision of I had a dream slash vision of like snakes trying to like bite me or attack me a couple nights ago. You can see there are some snake heads like lurking out. There's some ghostly figures here. Okay, this I feel like when you're dreaming at night, like this is kind of the energies that you're picking up on. Okay, now you obviously you're picking up your sword, you're wielding your sword here, you're balancing things out. You're like, I'm not going to be a victim, right? I'm going to be a survivor, right? So answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do, Libras? Okay. So you have some hopes and fears here. Real change starts from inside you. You might be a little afraid of this transformation. Also was getting messages of like a snake shedding its skin, and then it only gets bigger, and just stay away from people like that who are snakes, right? Toxic exes that really made you feel like you weren't worthy or value of love or respect. That is so far from the truth, okay, Libra? So real change starts from inside you, okay? So obviously, like there are some people still, I think, surrounding you with, and they're projecting their victim consciousness onto you. And I feel like that's what you're absorbing the most right now, because I don't think you see yourself as a victim, Libra. I really don't. I think that, in the past, yeah, definitely you were hurt. Like some people really did some very like effed up things to you, which is like you definitely did not deserve that. And they can give you excuse after excuse, but it's like people didn't have to leave things on such like bad terms. And I feel like I think the only reason they did that is because they really weren't intelligent enough emotionally to actually end things with you on good terms. I think the only way they felt they were able to end things is on bad terms, which now coming back into your life, they're like, saying, oh, well, everything happens for a reason. Everything does happen for a reason. That's why you're gonna be in some bad karma for the rest of your life, just reliving the experience over and over again. And I feel like you see that, and now they have admitted to that. And then you have the priestess energy here. Okay, so you're very in tune intellectually, intuition wise, to this greater power, this source of energy that is moving you in the right path, in the right place. And you were the high priestess in the past. You've always been the high priestess. But sometimes, Libra, we do forget like our own power. I mean, I've been there. I've forgotten, like how powerful I really am. And once I tune in and tap into that, I no longer feel like a victim. I no longer feel and pick up on others' energies where they're trying to say, oh, like, I'm a victim. Feel bad for me. I feel bad for me. Why? Like, it's okay to be empathetic, but, like, it comes to a point where you have to really break free from, those toxic relationships. So we have, so you're definitely manifesting here abundance for yourself, money for your money. So you're manifesting money here, okay? You've got wolves howling, the wise owl, moths here, this prince and princess here, okay? There's like fairy tale energy, romance in the air. Find a way to abundance, okay? And you're finding your way. You are the priestess. You are finding your way here. Manifestation. Be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now write it down on a paper. On paper. Manifestation. Step one. Okay. More abundance, more wealth, more financial security. Okay. Now, there could be some obstacles, obviously, standing in your way, but we have take a risk anyway. Moonflower, take a risk. Um, Moon goddess, higher power here. Calling in your, trusting in your intuition, triple moon goddess energy, maiden mother crone. Okay, that's the priestess there. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to get and receive the highest energy of all. The highest energy of all is love, and love transforms. It transforms people. Okay, we have Sekhmet, the Red Lady. I am pure strength. I honor my anger by giving voice to it. If you're angry about this person, I bet they've done you dirty. Okay, that seems to be the general theme of this week. Is like some ex from your past, like did you dirty, and now they want back in, and you're like, okay, but they're like, they act like a victim, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like you're a victim of your own circumstances. Like I bet if they hadn't done you dirty, okay, Libra, they'd be living the high life with you, okay? But the thing is, they didn't. So now the scales are balancing in your favor. And you're seeing the karma, how it played out, right? Like they did you dirty, so now they're suffering, but you're like getting all these blessings. And yeah, of course, be humble, be graceful about it. But girl, Libra, you are doing so great right now. Okay, you are manifesting that abundance. Um, you're not holding back. Okay, you are not holding back at all. Um, and they held back with you, and now they are seeing as a result of like what happens when you hold back from Libra. Future love letter. I love you. Look, you're writing a love letter to yourself. Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. The witch doctor, wisdom. Yeah, you're a very, very wise, powerful person, Libra. Oh my gosh, I'm not surprised. Ocean, justice. Look at this. This is your justice, Libra. This is your energy. You are getting karmic justice here. You are calling upon your spirits, your ancestors, your guides, your goddesses, your God, source, spirit, all of the above. You are calling it in now at this time. You are manifesting it into your life. Ace of Wands. Okay, the immense power is here. It is now. Values. We have too many differences. Okay, yeah, this person, like, they're like holding back a lot. Like, and who carries this around this much cash anyway, right, Libra? I feel like somebody isn't isn't being honest with you about how much money they have, or isn't being honest with you about how much they can actually offer or help with a financial situation. But you're Libra. You balance the scales. You're calling in your higher power. Yeah, exactly. Oya, protection. You are being protected here. Okay? You're no longer in jeopardy of being hurt by this person. Lentriki makes peace. Wow, look at this. Self-love, looking at your reflection and seeing a beautiful, bright person in there. Like, this person did not make you feel secure about yourself at all. And I think that this person coming into your life, it does bring feelings of that back, about how you weren't pretty enough, right? Dance portal, let go. Dancing the night away, listening to music. Dancing brings you closer to your psychic abilities. Oh my gosh, look at this. We have Santa Moret offering. Yep, again, the balancing the scales. Death knocking on the door here. Wanting it's what it's owed. Okay? You went through a death, you went through a transformation. Bliss, trust. Trust in the universe. This portal is opening up for you now. Answer the call. Osenyan, grace. Yeah, see, I was talking about grace. Like, have grace with this person. Have peace with this person. There's no need to continue, struggling here. Look, we have equinox. Again, the heart and the feather. Both weigh the same, right? So the entire, like, universe, the cosmos, is coming together for you and creating this portal, creating this balance between your heart and I feel like your soul, like grace, feathers. It reminds me of like soulfulness. It reminds me of like angels, guardian angels protecting you, protecting your soul, making you aware of what's going on. Like literally the universe is like, okay, we need to balance the scales out in Libra's favor. Like this, like we need to help this girl out. Like this is the beautiful divine energy happening. Look, Queen of Swords. There you go again. You are the Queen of Swords. You are wielding the power. The power is you. It is residing in with you. And in with you. It is residing within you. So I think there also is another masculine energy, gambling, taking a chance. Okay. I think it's okay to take, calculated risk or when you're in business, it's okay to take some risk there. Also, like poker, if you're gambling, you're taking a chance, you're risking on yourself. A good poker player knows when it's good time to take a chance and when it's time to, fold and wait for the next round. You are dealing with some energy here that is trying to play a dangerous game with you. They're trying to have you bet on them while they're not even invested in you. Like that's not a good partnership. Okay, so make sure you're not aligning yourself with anybody who has like gambling debts, gambling problems. They're not financing things well. They're not on the same stream as you. That's why you have values, right? I think this person gambles too much with your heart and with love. And I know there's money here, but like it's like sometimes there's people who aren't willing to even pay a pretty penny. You know what I'm saying? Like someone isn't even worthy of your love because they're not even willing to like spend $10 on buying you flowers. Like $10 is not a lot of money, okay? But this person is so like stingy that they can't even spend $10 on you because they'd rather gamble it all away. Like that's not a good person. You don't want to align yourself with that person. Like, come on now. Like this person owes you flowers. Like they owe you a nice dinner. Like I don't understand why they're not seeing that, why they're not valuing that. And they give you a hard time about it too, because they're too busy gambling away all their money on stuff that isn't going to fix the relationship. Only you, devoted, attached, and crave. This is what you're looking for, Libra. You are looking for monogamy, okay? No sex before monogamy. You're not going to settle for someone who's having sex with other people. I'm sorry to put it out like that. Like, that could be a little R-rated conversation, but these videos are for meant for adults only. But yeah, I mean, you're looking for someone who's only going to want to be with you. They're not having multiple partners. They're not fucking around. They're not going back to their ex in 2 months. That's hilarious. Like that is legit hilarious. Like especially for someone like you. Like you are a catch. Like there is no competition. Like nobody can compete with you, Libra, okay? Devoted, attached, and crave. They crave you. They're attached to you. They're devoted to you. They don't want anyone else but you. That is a true soulmate love connection. Anybody who says otherwise, I was getting this message from someone who has a distorted view of what a soulmate is, of what love is. They go through the same karmic lessons year after year after year. They tell one story, but the truth reveals itself. And this person thinks that they can put you, in their rear view mirror, in the back seat, and be like, oh, I remember that person. But then they're like, oh, but I'm going back with my toxic ex. Like, it's like, excuse me? What? Like, Libra, you are a goddess. You are a priestess. Like, you bring peace and grace and harmony to everything you do. So, this person is like Lulu. They're delusional. They're Delulu. Okay? Look at this. The Wheel of Fortune is spinning in your favor. You've got all of these blessings coming in. You've got all these things. You just spin the wheel and you pick one, and there it is. You focus your energy on that thing. And there's love, there's house, there's finance, there's health, there's stars. That's like wish fulfillments, sun, ring, book. There's all these beautiful things in your life, okay, that you don't need to focus on someone who is toxic and rude and disrespectful to you. You let them know straight up, like, I'm not playing around here. Like, you know this is how I view things, and if you aren't in agreement with it and you're not focusing on it, by them. You know what I'm saying? Like you put down the rules, okay? You look at this, the Fool. Yeah, you're dealing with some egg energy here. Okay, this is just the start of something. Okay, this isn't a full formulated plan yet. This is like take a break sort of energy and learn. Like, don't put your eggs all in one basket. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are various different things happening here that you're picking up on, Libra, and it's just the start of something. An egg is just like the start of something. It's really not like there isn't a finished recipe yet. There isn't a finished plan in place yet. It's just a start here. Okay? But you're using that energy to help you and guide you and move you forward in the right direction. And you're going to be rewarded. You have the Ace of Swords. You have the Ace of Wands. I was just watching The Office the other night, and it was just making me laugh. And it was just like such a de-stressful, relaxing, energy. I've been watching the show The Office for years. It always helps me like relax, unwind, and not stress so much about things and people. And it's just, it's a good show to watch. So you have the Ace of Swords, Dundee's New Ideas and Mental Clarity Award. You are literally winning the award of mental clarity. This is you, Libra. This is your energy. You bring mental clarity to situations, and you've been sharing those messages with people. You've been letting them know. Like, I'm not going to have a victim consciousness here. I know who I am. I know what I am, and I don't need you telling me otherwise. And these people play so many mind games. This one person plays so many mind games. You are literally the goddess queen of mental clarity, Libra. That's literally what you do. You literally bring justice. You literally bring mental clarity to every situation. So this person is a fool, like the egg. They're a fool. They're in like the beginner stage of learning exactly who they're dealing with. Okay? And when they don't want to follow your your rules, okay, when they don't want to follow your rule book, Libra, when they don't want to play by your rules, you throw an Ace of Wands their way. You're like, you know what, do some work, do some intellectual work there, get some knowledge, get some information, and come back to me when you want a Dundee, right? Come back to me when you got mental clarity, right? Because they don't right now. They really don't. Okay, now we have 222, alignment, connections, friendships, romantic relationships, family ties, balance, life, choices, compromise, commitment, trust. How do you move forward toward your life's true calling? Do what makes you happy. Your enthusiasm is what keeps you going. Follow your interests. If it is piqued by something, follow these routes. Will help you discover your life's purpose. 222, your life's purpose. Okay, your journey, your manifestations. Okay, we've got the feminine cycle. Reconnect with your cycle. You are a plural woman. You're connecting with your spirit guides. You're connecting with other goddesses. You're connecting with other divine feminine energies. You're bringing this union together. You're bringing this place together for yourself, okay? For the future, for the promise, for people who have been hurt in the past and they don't know how to heal. They don't know how to answer the call. You're sending out that message. Kind of like that game. I don't know if you played this when you were a kid, but telephone where you whisper something in someone's ear and then they whisper in another person's ear, and then there's always that one person that like makes up their own word, and then it gets everybody confused, and the person who remembers the actual word like ends up winning, right? Like there's that game. So I feel like you're playing like a spiritual game of telephone here where you're whispering something out there into the universe, and then it's whispering into the next soul family tribe member, the next goddess, the next, empress, the next, divine feminine out there, divine masculine out there. I mean, I'm definitely getting a lot of divine feminine energy in this reading, Libras, but I think that's because you have to dive into that more so that you can balance the scales out, because too many toxic male, distorted male energies have been weighing on your consciousness. So this reading helps clear all of that out. You're coming into alignment here with your feminine side more. Yeah, material work. Yeah, you're collaborating here with others, other spiritual leaders, other spiritual workers. You're manifesting something truly beautiful here. A beautiful collab here. It's a collab. I love it. It's a collab. So that is definitely coming in for you at this time. All right, let's draw a couple more cards here. And I definitely want to get, I want to see here what's going on with this energy here. Okay, yeah. We're dealing with an Emperor energy. We're dealing with a Knave of Pentacles. Somebody who wants to like get you drunk on life, like high on life here. And then an Emperor. Yeah. There's somebody who definitely like wants to, intoxicate you. They want you to view them as an emperor, as a divine masculine, as a leader. That person could be coming in very soon. Oh my God, look at this. We got the High Priestess energy. Yeah, you're writing your own book of destiny. The priestess doesn't sit around and let other people write her into their stories. She writes her own story. She tells her own side. She tells her own truth. And that's what you're doing here. And that is making you so effing popular. It's making you so freaking powerful. It's drawing in attention. And it's a beautiful energy. The Emperor and the High Priestess. There's a love story for you. Look at this. We got King of Swords. We had the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. But look at this. There is a like an older woman here that is jealous. Okay, this is like reading like a King of Swords energy. So an intellectual, wise, mature, divine masculine, um, with a woman here. It's like if you and the Emperor were to get together, you would create this like King of Swords energy, and it's making this woman jealous. She's looking in through the window here and being like, "Oh, I don't like this," or "I'm jealous of this," or "I'm spying on this." I'm trolling this relationship sort of energy here, distorted feminine energy. So be careful of that. Also be careful of like who you trust as a partner, because they could be running back to their ex and telling them things. You don't need your information out there. So just be careful what you're sharing with people. Look at this: crystal technology, silicone, and usui, nature. Someone is trying to send you a love message, Cupid, like a Cupid love message. And your crystal powers here, your crystal energy here. Okay, so don't lose sight of your crystal magic. Don't lose sight of your light here. You hold the keys to this portal that is opening up for you, for love, for abundance, finding the right person that respects you, that, you know, gives you what you need. And then we have union. Yeah. Once you meet the right person, all is going to make sense again. Look at this. The heart, the portal, truth, aura, the truth aura. Yeah, so there's someone who is definitely going to be sending you love messages, going to be respecting you, going to be admiring you and your beauty, and creating a beautiful union. You guys are going to be dancing in love together, love energy together. So remember, like, no sex before monogamy. Like, respect yourself, love yourself, don't settle for less. That is what I have for you, beautiful Libras. Love and light always. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.